just like the scene, the raves and the parties are very inclusive.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is a male commanded industry. And
Totally.
Yes, it is. It still is. And so it's slowly changing. There's slowly more space for the female talent. But not only for the female talent, I think, and that's everywhere in the world, like guys are a little bit daunted and afraid if all these strong girls come in and start to rule spots in the scene, and they're like, what's going on? But I think it's nice because in the electronic music scene, it is all about community, right? So people are a little bit more open to be like, okay, let's try, let's see. Welcome everybody at Behind the Decks with Suze and So. And today on the couch we have the lovely Alquimia.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We're really happy that you made the time out of your busy schedule to come. And so today, actually, we have been shooting a lot of episodes, and you are the first girl that we have on the couch with us, and it was about time.
Yes.
Because for me, it was really important with this podcast to hear about female DJs, their experiences in a male-dominated world. And of course, there's a lot of talk about the girls are coming up, and it's the time of the girls, and which is amazing, which is true. I want to hear your experiences. I want to hear how you feel about all those things and how long you've been playing, etc. So, first your introduction. Okay. Can you introduce yourself a little bit to us and to the viewers?
Over here.
Yeah, over there.
Well, my name is Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
Alquimia. I have 3 years as a DJ officially, but I have always loved music. I have always had the idea of to do this professional.
Yeah.
And I'm coming from a family full of musicians.
Okay.
So I'm living my dream right now.
Yeah, and you did you always have a connection with electronic music, or were you first playing pop, or what was
rock?
Oh, rock!
Yes.
Damn,
I play bass and piano.
Oh, that's so cool.
A little bit of singing.
Uh-huh.
But I tried to be playing at bands of rock.
Oh man, that's
the best girl.
So cool, because you're also a producer.
Yes.
So you play your own bass lines.
That's the idea. I want to make lives.
Oh, okay, yeah. And
with
do you
instruments.
have any scoop like when you're going to start?
I hope this year, at the end of the year, to have my music in order. Yeah. In order.
No, it's true
because it's taking me more time, longer than
maybe expected, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to create something that feels like you.
Yes.
And it's so hard to put it.
Yes.
First of all, it's hard to put it in words. Now to put it in notes.
And then to put it in notes.
Exactly. It's so hard. It's like a new language at the end of the day,
Yeah,
and find my sound, my own way to do it. I don't want to copy nobody, so it's taking
It takes time. Yes. And then are you planning to make a live that is like 1.5 2 hours, or you want to
like 1.5?
You need so much music already for that, so that's.
I have like 2 tracks that finally
are where you want them to be.
So I need like 10 more.
Yeah,
At least.
I know. It's hard. No, but you can also like mix your tracks in a certain, because I have been trying to integrate my singing for so long, and I'm making tracks with my singing, so that's step number 1. But then I would also like to do it live. But I'm just thinking like, how much will I be singing, in a whole freaking set? So thinking about chopping it up or something. Yeah. So that's the difficult thing about life. Yeah, for sure.
Alquimia, tell us a little bit about how you really started to transition from rock to house music, to techno, and now to be able to perform at places like Bar Americas or things like that. Because I mean, your journey has been, first of all, pretty amazing, and second of all, you've been skyrocketing ever since you started.
Like, wow.
It's been 3 years.
It surprised me.
Yeah,
it's fantastic. Well, you're very good. So you deserve that.
You're very, yes, I'm very. Yes, I am.
It is true. So people see that, and you're a professional. You're working very professional. And okay, so before I start talking about the girls things, okay, first answer please his question.
Well, I have never imagined that I would be a DJ. I didn't have relationship with electronic music, but I started to open my mind to new sounds. I discovered the rave. That was something very secret for me.
Yeah.
And I loved it.
Yeah.
And I found a way to make music and have a very fun time. And I really enjoy it. So I decided to learn how to play.
Where did you learn?
Yeah.
In Access.
Yeah.
Okay.
Academy here.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a nice. That's
Yeah,
for
it's
for the
really
other
good.
people that don't know, Access is a very nice production and DJ Academy that is located
great.
here in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
And it has taken out a couple of really, really great artists, amongst them Alquimia, and shout out to these guys because they're doing amazing jobs over here.
Very, very good education.
Yes.
For sure.
Really good.
So
I started with the idea of being a producer. I just wanted to be producer. But I found the DJ world there, and I loved it.
And then it just
it was like
lift off.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Don't you feel like once you start to DJ, it kind of is like learning this language that is made with little pieces and beats of other people?
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of Russian or a little bit of German and a little bit of English, British English or American English, and then you have Latin American. You are creating a new language for yourself.
Yes.
And for all the other people to interpret.
And with the people that is
in the audience, in the dance floor, yes.
Yeah. Because you need to talk with them.
Yeah. You have like a conversation energetically, right?
Yes.
So when you first started playing, did you play really different music than you're playing now? Or how did that sort of grow?
It is not very different, but I have been making
small tweaks.
Twist and expand. I don't know if that's the word, but expanding the music I play and I like, and new songs. I am finding more techno, more house, but like pure.
Yeah.
In a way, they are blending, no?
Yes.
I feel like once you start selecting music or becoming a music selector, you start this process of curation.
Exactly.
Yes.
And with your flavor integrated, with your taste integrated in there.
And so I feel like we've played together several times. We've been played together in Michoacán once.
Yes.
And it's been very fun to see your journey, because in a way, I feel like you've had a very definitive sound. It's very strong and it's very powerful and it's really energetic in a way. But at the end of your set, every time I hear your music, I feel refreshed.
Yeah, it's the same.
So it's so nice.
That's really good.
Yeah,
that
it's a nice
real
combination.
talent. And why is that from your point of view?
Yeah, I mean, like,
why? What is it that makes you feel refreshed?
I don't know. It's just like, okay, with all the times that I've listened to Alquimia, and I've listened to her probably from when she was starting until nowadays. I've heard, first of all, a progression of more intricate sounds. First of all, and a very diverse amount of sounds that complement each other. You know, on top of each other, they're like layers and layers and layers of sounds that are a little bit more intricate, but they never sound saturated. They never sound like you're gonna, get claustrophobic in a way. There's always room.
Yeah.
And then she has this.
That's the musician ear.
Yeah.
I think that she has, right?
That is so nice, because sometimes, and being a DJ that doesn't play really hard music, in my own terms, it's really refreshing to hear, the energy there, but then you have a room to breathe.
So do you like consciously curate it that way?
Yes, I'm really listening that the sounds match always.
Yes,
and I like, as he's saying, to give it time to breathe.
Yeah.
Not all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
And you need to breathe and maybe listen a little of melodies, atmospheres.
Yeah.
And then again.
You're getting
pumping.
Yeah, sure, getting ready for it. Like she always does that. You go into this progression and she starts strong, and then you go like, "Wow, this is gonna happen." Okay, let's go. And then you just go like, and then you go to ether.
Yes.
For a little bit. For a couple of minutes, you're like, "Oh, so nice." And then and you start getting that tension, and again. And it's so nice, and it's so full of energy, and it's so, like I said, it's refreshing. She finishes, and I'm not overwhelmed. I'm like,
Would you say, so I'm gonna make a bridge now.
Yeah.
Would you say that experience oftentimes happens when there's a girl behind the decks, than a guy? Because I think, and I don't know if you agree with that we try to create, as women, this atmosphere and this trip that gives you room to fly when you're in the crowd, isn't it? And I think, what do you feel that the boys are more clavado, or they are more in there and just like pam 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 pam?
Yeah, I have experienced it that they always have you with the energy, and we give it that little touch of breathe, relax,
right?
That's like the delicate side of it,
Yeah.
I used to have this idea. I don't know if it's true or not. Okay, that women, because they were women, they needed to prove a point.
Interesting. Okay, there we go.
You know?
Okay, now it's starting to get interesting. So, now we're getting into the discussion.
I mean, me being a man, I don't get this. Okay, but I admired along the time, my time as a DJ, and I'm just enjoying electronic music, female DJs.
But do you feel it like that?
Did you have to prove a point?
When you're doing your set?
At the start, the first times I was playing, I was like, I have to prove that I can do it, just like them, just like the boys.
Yeah.
And it was hard. It was hard because I was changing every time the music. I worried about they liked it.
Yeah.
And they have to say that I'm good.
Right.
But there was a point where I said like,
fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but
just do it my way and how I like it.
Yeah, and it's been received like really very good.
Yes.
So at some point you sort of have that confirmation also, right?
Exactly.
But you don't feel that anymore.
No. Now I know that I am doing what I like.
Yeah, exactly.
You're free.
I feel free, and I think that it feels if you listen to a set, it feels better. It feels like
you have the feeling your set sounds less forced.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
that's funny.
Forced.
You're like
change.
Exactly. But because I feel like in a way, don't you think, Sus, when you started to develop your sound as well, you had to prove a point.
It was no at the beginning. No, then later on. So in the first years, no, I was doing whatever the fuck I wanted, like woo. And then when I got more into like the minimal scene and to like deeper into a certain genre, like more credible underground scene, it was like, oh fuck. I can't be behind the decks just like living it up. I really need to show that I am worth this spot. You know, that I am worth being here, being in this scene. You know, need to earn your stripes,
right.
Sort of. So at a certain point, I was really stressed. Also because of the people that were around me.
And you were feeling as well like that Alquimia, like stressed.
Are there a lot of female DJs around you in your closer circle?
Not a lot. I'm starting to have more relationship with more girls.
Yeah.
But I've been a little lonely.
Yeah.
The last years.
Yeah.
Because I'm new in this scene. I'm knowing people.
Yeah.
I'm like a baby.
Yeah. Getting
this
to
world.
know. Yeah, in the whole world.
Yeah.
Because since you had your first rave, how long ago was that?
Like 4 years.
So that's super. You're like still like what?
Yeah, and it has been a process.
Yeah, but I think it's fucking amazing that you just shot right up, and what is cool about Guadalajara in that matter is that there is space. Yeah. If you prove that you're good and you're professional, that there is space in Guadalajara for that female platform.
Yeah, and it's not a matter of gender as it is. It's just a matter if it sounds good.
Yeah.
If it sounds good, there's a space for you. There's a place for you.
Yeah.
And that is so important.
Yeah.
You know, electronic music as a whole has been always about just being inclusive with everybody. Unfortunately, in a way, this has not been the case for artists. You know, just like the scene, you know, the raves and the parties are very inclusive.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is a male commanded industry, and
totally.
Yes, it is. It still is, and so it's slowly changing. There's slowly more space for the female talent, but not only for the female talent. I think, and it's everywhere in the world. Like guys are a little bit daunted and afraid if all these strong girls come in and start to rule spots in the scene, and they're like, what's going on? But I think it's nice because in the electronic music scene, it is all about community, right? So people are a little bit more open to be like, okay, let's try, let's see, and I really think that in Guadalajara there is a lot of space for it. Because it's not everywhere. Like boys can be really like fuck off, you little girl. Have you ever experienced that you felt you were maybe not that welcome?
Yes, I have.
Can you
maybe algunos lugares, un par de lugares, where they were like, oh, we have to have you here.
Wow!
I really felt it in their faces.
Yeah.
Anytime the technician came and tell me like, no, you can do it.
And they think all the time they are better than you.
Like tell
like
me
in a
how
way,
I have to mix.
Mansplaining. Hashtag mansplaining.
And I was like, hey, this is my way too.
Yeah.
Mix, what are you?
Yeah, and
that's rude. Huh?
It is rude, but again, as a man, I feel like this is something that it's in our heads. Yeah. You know, I don't exclude myself. Like I've done it myself without even noticing. Mm-hmm. You know, and sometimes it's not a justification. Okay, it's not anything like that. It's just that we're not aware that we're doing it.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
But is it because she's a girl that you go in and think like, hey, girl, do a baby girl?
I feel like there's an assumption. It's like when you are a mechanic and the assumption is the girl is not gonna know about being a mechanic.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But that is not the case. There's amazing women mechanics.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just an assumption that is wrong.
Yeah.
You know? But on that note, we are gonna be back with Alquimia behind the decks with Sus and So.
And Alquimia.
And Alquimia.
Today.
Welcome back to Behind the Decks with Susan. So we're here with Alquimia, and we're so happy to have her over here. Thank you so much for being here, Alquimia. We were talking about just being a woman in the scene, which is crazy that we have to talk about it. Well, we have to talk about it.
We have to.
We
have to. Why do we have to talk about this? Because we get sometimes into situations as women still that we feel uncomfortable, and we're thinking like, hey, if I was a boy, would you guys be, dealing this situation like this? Wouldn't I be getting more paid, for example? That happens. All these kind of things. And then on the other hand, boys think that we have it easy.
Yeah.
No.
And that is because, as we spoke about earlier, boys think it's easier for us because we can always throw in the looks, right? Like it's easier for us to climb because we can be like, oh, I put some makeup and I make some pictures but it has nothing to do with your talent.
Yeah.
So let's get into the nitty gritty a little bit about that.
Yeah.
So let's talk about looks.
Okay.
Yeah. So I know that you and I we're really chill on the looks. Mm-hmm. We wear like clothes that cover a little bit, but our colleagues sometimes they have, like the girls, they have other ways of promoting themselves. There's a lot of nakedness.
Yes,
a lot of boobies and ass hanging out. Pictures looking straight into a crotch. Right? I saw it the other day. I was like, girl, sweetheart. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't like to do that. I have never been a girl like that before being a DJ, and I'm not planning to do that. I don't feel comfortable, and I have always think that I want to be here.
Yes.
The people have to like my music, no, not my looks. And but I feel like even if I just dress like I do it daily.
Yeah. Already, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you just walk in your pajamas, you already get the
So
comments.
lately I have been trying to cover more when I'm playing.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Is this a conscious decision?
Yeah. Lately, yeah. It has been... When I play, I'm trying to cover a little more. So,
and like the turtleneck, things like that.
Maybe. Well, I don't like to lose my style.
Right.
But I'm trying to find like a balance.
Wow.
Because, well, I don't want to look like
a butch.
Yeah. I want to look good.
Like Alquimia.
Like Alquimia, like me. But I don't want it to be the
focus point.
Yeah, the focus point.
So this conscious choice, is that a choice because you don't want to be seen as one of those DJ girls?
Yes.
Or is it, that is the choice?
Yeah, that is the choice. Totally.
Wow.
Totally.
It's interesting, isn't it? So actually, like, if you would like to wear super short shorts and that's your thing, you're now thinking like, maybe I shouldn't do that because people don't take me seriously.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Because I know that that's not the right thing, but that is what it is.
But do you have the feeling like maybe some other girls ruined that for girls like us?
Oh.
That because of the looks and then the way that they might act, and then boys think like, oh, those are DJ girls, they're all the same. Mm-hmm. They have their asses hanging out and they are that way. Do you think they ruined that, or what?
I think that that kind of girls and us have different audience, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Because I have seen that people who really like music don't like girls showing a lot.
Right. Yeah.
And people who don't care about the music, they like
go
the,
more for the picture.
Yes.
Right.
That is. Oh, wow. I have a question in here that might be controversial.
Throw it in. That's why we're here.
Yeah. But I don't you feel that there's some sort of animosity between women? You know, maybe women that belong to a certain type of demographic, and other women that also are artists but belong to a certain type of demographic that is different, and maybe they crash too much between themselves.
Maybe a little.
Maybe girls. Maybe. Well, I have to say, I always see boys fighting.
We fight because we fight.
You guys like bitching on each other. But what do you like? What do you mean? Like exactly? Like this two split?
Yeah, like in a way, I've seen. Okay. There's like I don't want to say prude. I don't want to say like, oh my god, like I'm covering myself because I don't want you to look at me. You know. But sometimes, in a way, people that are on that spectrum might be very judgmental of the women that decide.
They don't. Okay, yeah.
By it's their choice.
Yeah.
Their conscious choice a lot of the times.
Yeah. To
show more.
Yeah.
Because it's part of the act as well, you know. Yeah. Like they might dress up. I mean, I am friends of couple DJs that are, you know, more voluptuous and things like that, and they know it, and it's part of their act, and it's part of their marketing, and it works for them.
Yeah.
You know, they're taking a conscious decision of using their body to get more gigs.
Yes.
But because it's part of the spectacle as well.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
And then, but they get a backlash as well from other artists because they are doing that. You know.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that is fair.
No, well, it's the backlash is of course, you know, never necessary. But the thing that I'm thinking about is that I have personally experienced that we get the short end of the
stick
sometimes.
Yeah,
because
true.
we won't show that.
That's true. Totally true.
So that's why I say, did they ruin it for us a little bit? Like it's the same thing as you can ruin it for other DJs with your fees being too low.
Right.
That's sort of the same. That's sort of the same thing.
Right.
You know. So, but I guess it's an open. This has an open end. This right. subject. Right.
What do you think about this Alquimia? Because I mean I've seen the both sides of the spectrum, and maybe with equally good DJs. Just you know, but they're just different.
Yeah.
No? What do you think about this?
Yeah, I think we need to focus on the audience, or I think that they have it a little bit easier. Sorry. Es un poco más fácil for them to get the
attention,
the take,
where they want
like
to get.
It's like a hook. Yeah? It's a little bit like a hook.
And we are nos estamos quedando para el final.
Okay.
We're
on the back.
We're on the back. So they go first, and then.
That's
yeah.
true.
Now, we have invited the image, the girl
image,
showing,
and now.
So then, it's your
and
turn.
after that, you can go.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
It is how it works.
And it's in this way. Have you felt pressured to show more?
To show more? Well, no, I have never felt like I have to. No, that's something that it's like in myself, like I'm not like that, and I can't.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't
That's
because I know that if I stand there like showing, I will not have the tension because of my music, and then that's not real for me.
Isn't it just so interesting that this is a conversation for us that goes on endless?
Yeah.
And of course boys don't have to even think about
Yeah.
that. Should I wear this jeans? Should I wear this top? Or should right? That feels a little bit, it feels different.
It does.
Yeah.
It does feel different.
Can I steer to a different subject?
Okay.
Something this is we're serious on this one. I'm just gonna throw it in there. #MeToo.
Okay.
Have you ever had the feeling that somebody took advantage of the fact that you were in a group with a lot of guys, that there weren't many other girls around, you might have been like a little bit alone or whatever, they took advantage of that situation when you...
Maybe a little.
Yeah.
I have never experienced someone like
assaulting you?
Taking you.
yeah, no.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Yeah.
But I always try to go with someone, with a friend, with my boyfriend, because I started to feel like fear, like getting in a room where I don't know no one, and to prevenir that happened to me.
That it could happen.
That it could happen.
Yeah, it's not so much about if it has happened, but if you've heard that somebody has experienced something
I have
like that,
the
a
fear.
Being out there all the time with that fear that it might happen. You know,
and
so,
that is not normal. That is just
normal.
yeah.
You don't have you have to feel
You're on
safe
edge.
everywhere.
Yeah, you're on edge at the end of the day. You're looking behind your shoulder, don't you?
Yeah. And I have to go with someone to feel safe, with a friend.
That is
my boyfriend, because I don't want to experience that. I don't want to a lot of guys see me alone, because that's dangerous.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
Yeah.
I as a man, I am like really sorry. You know, no, it is true, because I don't. It's sad, because we should be partners. You know, you know, men and women should be partners, not equals, because you bring different things to the table than me, and to my other friends or guy friends. You know, every single individual has a certain thing that brings to the table. You know, but just to have the fear of, because of the fact that you are a man, you know, like, and being perceived as a possible aggressor.
A possible threat.
It's so damaging. It's so damaging to all the relationships between men and women.
Well, that's something that we deal with on a daily basis, like normal.
But especially at the night.
But then in the nightlife.
And being on the spotlight as well. I mean, you're the DJ. Yeah, I mean, you've played in Bar Americas. You know what it is to have 500 people looking at you. Just in front of you, just looking at you, checking out every single move that you have. And maybe you want to dance to a song. And maybe that way that you dance.
That's exactly what I wanted to say. Like, we have to be on the... we have to be all the time aware of the move, what we say, how we move, what we do. If we touch a guy colleague in a certain way, what are they gonna think? Like, do they think I'm like giving them some kind of vibe? So, like, I don't know if you do that conscious. Well, I am like a tomboy a little bit. I'm a little bit like a tomboy, and I was like, I know what to do. You know, I'm like that. But sometimes I put a little bit extra on
that to
make them feel like, hey, she's not to be messed with. Do you
Well,
do that?
I am trying to learn to do that
Okay, yeah.
because I'm not like that.
You're not sassy.
I'm not.
She's
sassy.
Oh, I'm sassy.
You're sassy.
You're
Oh,
sassy.
I am sassy.
You're
You're really
sassy.
sassy.
Oh, I'm sassy. Oh, I never thought that was the word for it.
You're sassy.
Oh, you're sassy girl.
Yeah, but I'm trying to learn to do that because it is necessary
Yeah.
to make them feel like, oh no, don't.
There's a wall. There's a boundary.
What I do sometimes I'm more serious.
Yeah.
As I used to.
Oh man, yeah. I
have
man.
to be
Do we
like-
have time to talk about that?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this in the next
Yes.
chapter.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be back with Behind the Decks with Susan Song. We have Alquimia on the red couch.
Okay, thank you guys so much for still being here. So this is a very interesting episode. We're talking with Alquimia here. She's on the couch with us today. And we're speaking a lot about
Just being a woman.
being a woman
Being a woman, yes.
in the scene. A scene that is very male dominated and what we experience on a daily basis being working DJs. And so, just before the break, I wanted to touch upon something. So, you said about the smiling, right? So, am I smiling too much? Is somebody's gonna think that I like them? La la la. So, what I want to say, like, I literally had like somebody who is in the scene tell me as a friend or as an advice, Susanna, you smile too much. You smile too much, you're way too nice. People are going to think this, that. And I'm like, I am literally I am nice person, you know, like, what do you...
I'm happy.
I am happy.
Enjoying to be here. Why I have to smile less?
Yeah, exactly. Like, so what's up with that, you think?
Well, it's something that I really don't want to do, but I have found it. I have to.
Be serious, sir.
To be
more serious.
Yeah. Be more serious because they think that I like them, or they think that they can be more like
Hey, girl.
Touchy-feely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They become more
felt it.
touchy-feely.
They
you know?
become more touchy-feely.
Or like they wait to look at me or something,
Yeah.
and I don't feel good, and the only way I find to stop it
Yeah.
is like being serious.
Yeah.
Don't.
Resting bitch face.
Resting
Yeah.
bitch face.
But then, as
Yeah.
you were saying, they think you're a bitch. So
you can say it louder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They think you're a bitch.
Yeah.
So you find that they are closing doors
Uh-huh.
because you're a bitch.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I've had that too.
Yeah.
That experience. So it's
That happens a lot.
so we are constantly in this balance, right? At some point, I think you find your balance. I'm quite there now, I guess. But
Hey, it's been 8 years. Come on.
no,
Yeah, you have to
way longer.
find-
12.
You have to find a way to balance.
Yeah, you have to find a way to balance to survive.
Yeah.
And to stay, to have like a healthy career,
Yeah.
because you don't want things to happen to you when you're
Yeah.
alone with these people,
With these human beings.
with these.
You want
Beasts.
to.
Beasts. No, but I mean, I get it. In a way, men are programmed to be some sort of like hunters in a way, you know. And if they get a hint, you know, it's not predatory, but they are looking for something.
It's
Yeah.
weird,
You
isn't
know,
it? Yeah, I'm always surprised still. I'm still always.
it's
I'm still
hard
always
because
surprised.
like, I'll take myself as an example, you know, because I cannot talk about anybody else other than me. I've been told that I have a flirty personality. That doesn't.
You're funny. I don't find you flirt. I think you're funny.
In a way, I mean, I am in a way. I am very familiar all the time, and that's the case, you know.
No.
And I do have my girlfriend, and there are certain boundaries that I established for myself, you know, because I have my girlfriend, and that doesn't need to be a thing that happens because I cross the line. It just happens to be something that I have to do because I am in a position in which I am being looked at in a way by other people. I am being the artist in a way that carries a weight, and you can be felt more attractive than just a regular person that goes to a party, because you're the artist and you're the center of attention in a way,
right?
You know, but if I have that as a man, being and looking the way I look, if you girls happen to have these situations, you know, in a male-dominated, you know, industry, dude, you're being seen as meat in a
like
way.
bombarded.
That's the difference. Like you don't feel safe.
Yeah,
You
maybe
start
have
to
a
feel
girl that looks at me funny, and I'll just look the other way, and that's it. But then you just look the other way. There's another guy, and then there's another guy. And then, what the fuck?
See. Yeah. No, yeah. It's. I think like for especially for female DJs, this is such a big part of finding our way in the scene, is it not?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, like it takes a lot of time figuring that balance out.
Yeah.
Do you use your music as a way to establish yourself as, you know, that's the personality that you have? Because I mean, I know you from the outside and you're a very sweet girl, but your music is very energetic and very strong and very powerful. Sure. You know, and maybe that's what's in the inside, you know.
All that power, all that fire,
you know. And I don't know, in a way, going back to proving a point, not only as an artist but as a woman, you know, as a woman towards anybody that listens to what you have to say in terms of your music.
I like to express my strongest part, the strongest part of myself in my music, like my power. All the energy, the courage, the courage. That's what I like to express.
So nice.
It's an outlet of all that energy.
Like, I look like it. But if you listen to
there's
me,
character behind it.
like, okay, you have a boundary.
Yeah.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Yeah.
How can, and especially, I mean, it's a fact, you know, women at the end of the day are statistically more sensitive than men. You know, that is just the case. No, of course there are men that are very sensitive, and of course there are women that are less sensitive. You have everything in the in the spectrum, right? But don't you think that the capability of expressing yourself through different mediums, in this case music, comes more naturally for women?
What do you think? Is that how you see it from your perspective?
For me, it was hard because I came from a melange of things. You know, my family listens to such a wide array of music, and I had so many influences in that spectrum. But as men, we're not taught to express.
To express, right?
Yeah, I can feel.
Yeah.
How about show? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I think in the end it's showing a part of your inner self, which is sort of scary, I think, for everyone. Yeah, but I don't know, like women are more emotional, and I think that you do here in a female set, that's what I find very different, very beautiful, that you really do hear the difference. Like that refreshed thing that you have, I would say that happens a little bit more when you hear a girl play, because we mix all those emotions and all those feelings and the ups and the downs and everything goes into that set, and it's not just
oh, come on, we're not
monotone. not just the monotone,
but your way to do it.
Yeah,
your good way to do it, but it's different.
Yeah, and I oftentimes, so for example, like electronic music, house, minimal techno, that's a spectrum. I do think that boys have the tendency to be more repetitive in their sound, in their set, repetitive, long strophes of the same kind of rhythms. And I can't help it when I listen to a girl set.
It's different.
It is different.
It is different.
How would you define what you do behind the decks?
How would I define it?
Yeah.
Well, I have been working in a party work. The last year has been crazy. I have no vacations.
Yeah.
No days off. Like it's one weekend off in all the month. 2 days to rest.
So
because I work in the morning, I work in the afternoon in my music. I work on weekends playing, and wow.
So the behind the scenes for you is
like
it's overwhelming.
What?
It's overwhelming at some point.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm tired, but I find the energy in the music. When I am playing, I feel like this is what I want to do, and I will do what's necessary to keep going.
Yeah, and to bring that quality that you're continuously bringing to the booth, to the scene, to the crowd.
And I know that this is not gonna be forever. The plan is to only make music, but I have to find the.
But what is not all gonna be forever? Like having a side job. That's what you mean, right?
That's what I mean.
The music is gonna be forever.
Yeah,
please.
Music is gonna be forever, but the side job, not that.
Does your boyfriend know about this?
Yeah. Yeah, he says that I will be the money maker.
Yeah.
Perfect. Nice. I like that.
Ooh, yeah, I like
that.
Money maker. Yeah.
I like it.
I
Yes.
think that there's a very, very big chance that you will absolutely be like keep skyrocketing and start your because have you been outside of Mexico yet?
Not
I'm
playing.
not up to date.
No.
Okay, so that's gonna happen soon, I'm sure.
I hope. I'm planning to travel and find my opportunities.
Yeah.
That's the.
And
the
you're
plan.
well represented. You're with an agency. Or
I'm
you're doing your own management.
I'm working with Pitchman.
Yes.
But yeah, I move in my own way.
Yeah.
And they help me.
Okay. Yeah. It's not an exclusive
It's like
contract.
it's like
together.
It's more like a partnership.
It's like a partnership.
That's great. And you're like planning to. Well, that's actually what I wanted to ask next.
Cool.
What is the next thing Alquimia is gonna hit us with? What can we look forward to? What are you?
My first EP.
Your first EP.
Yeah, my first EP. I hope this summer it will be ready. We're at least 3 tracks.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited.
Yeah, well,
We're excited for you.
Send me the promos.
Okay, good.
I still want a T-shirt with like send promos.
Yes.
Yeah.
In the back, you know.
Sure.
Yeah, send
Into
promos.
the-
Yeah.
Behind the decks.
And
send
tacos.
promos.
And tacos.
Promos and tacos.
Yeah.
Promos and tacos.
Oh, I want one.
Okay, I'll make.
We'll get one for
Please.
you.
We'll get some.
really get one for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Alquimia, it's been such a pleasure to have
I
you
love
on the
to
couch.
be here.
I say it for both of us. We've seen you grow, and we've seen you just provide the crowd over and over with so much energy, enthusiasm, a good amount of like a fresh proposal of music that consistently appears with every one of your sets, and I just gotta say we're so happy to have, first of all, a woman, second of all, a Mexican woman, just breaking barriers with your music, with your talent, and with you bring to the table.
And keeping it real, you know.
Yes, because at the end of the day, like I said before, I mean, I know you from behind the decks. You're such a sweet woman that is just nice, that is very nice with her family, and it just like gives this vibe of just a nice person that is doing something because she's just so talented. It's so nice.
It feels nice, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. It feels nice.
It does.
And we want to keep you. We want to see you. We want to see you keep shining. Am I saying this correct? Yes. And well, I think that we're probably gonna have you back
when you come out
Great.
with your first EP.
When you're out with your first EP, we would love to have you back on the couch.
I
with
would
us.
love it.
And I want to pair you up with Soos because
Okay.
you said that you really admire Soos.
Yeah, too much.
I asked you when we were apping about
Yeah.
this, so I was trying to already like put you guys together,
Okay.
but I'm gonna try to do it another time.
Okay.
Yeah?
Great.
Cool.
I will-
Perfect. So
Well, everybody, thank you so much for being here again, and thanks Alquimia for
Thank
joining
you.
us. And
You're
if you
great.
thank you. Yeah, we are all about sharing the love. That's what we do. And we're gonna keep on sharing the love. So if you like what you see, please hit that subscribe button. Follow us to keep up to date everything that we're doing, and hope to see you back soon. Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Bye.